What's good, everyone? Now I'm going to be talking about something that has been bothering me within the Catholic Church for a very long time, and it is the men. It is, well, I guess it's more the lack of men within the community. And I'm going to give you an example by talking about the National Shrine of St. Alphonsus. Now, this is located in Baltimore, Maryland. It's not my parish. You know, I go to the cathedral. I go to the America First Basilica right there in Baltimore. Wherever I am in the world, I just find myself going to cathedrals. Now, with all of that being said, I went, this was on a Palm Sunday, I went to the Basilica, you know, went to coffee hour afterwards, and I don't usually do this anymore, but I decided to try it out, you know, see what was going on with people, who's in the scene. Obviously, I'm not in Baltimore now, okay? So I've been kind of staying away, but went there, and I ran into the same guy that you'll run into at every Catholic church across America. Except for one church. There's one church that bucks the trend, that does things a little bit different, and they're doing seemingly very great. They've got it going on at their parish. But you have to wait until the end of the video to know which parish it is, okay? Now, I go, and it's the same type of Catholic guy. It's like a guy that just, I don't know, he's just spawned out of the internet. He spawned off of Reddit, okay? He carries around a catechism all the time, even though he doesn't really read it, he doesn't understand it, and he wears a bow tie. You know exactly the type of Catholic guy that I'm talking about. And so I left that place kind of feeling like a woman, honestly. I just felt so hopeless that there's no good guys out there, and I'm just doomed to live a life without good men in my life. And I don't even have a cat. I don't even have a dog. You think I can have a dog out here? Maybe a monkey, but I'd have to get that on the black market. I was walking around the city of Baltimore trying to figure out, you know, well, how do we overcome this problem? Because, yeah, you can talk shit about people all the time, but if you're not presenting solutions, then it's like, well, you know, you're not contributing anything useful. So I'm over there thinking about ways to fix this, and this is one of my expertise, you know, as a Green Beret.
Elite units such as the Green Berets can deploy quickly, operate in small numbers, and avoid the massive logistical footprint needed for conventional armies. They are the tip of the spear when it comes to implementing U.S. foreign policy. Faith in God and country.
I've been training men across the world, from Africa, Europe, Asia. I mean, you name it. I've been training guys how to people for decades, practically. Hey, it's just what I do, you know? Aww. And so now I'm trying to figure out how to train guys to be men here in America. And walking through the streets, I go past the National Shrine of St. Alphonsus. They have a Palm Sunday procession going on. And you know, there's a couple hundred people out in the street. They got it shut down. I'm walking past, and there's this black guy, which really is an insult to black Americans, because this guy was okay? He had his speaker up. He was blasting like a rap music at the procession. And it was like, what the fuck? And so I'm like confused, because it's like, okay, this guy is obviously disrespecting everyone in the procession, disrespecting everyone at this parish, it's a national shrine. I get halfway down the block and I think to myself, I need to go back and confront this okay? Tell him to shut his fucking radio off. And then it popped into my head, it was like, this isn't my parish. And secondly, why are none of the men, none of these trad men, this is a trad parish, by the way, you know, the trad LARPers, the trad heretics that think they know more than the Pope and the Vatican, okay, who think that they're superior to, you know, just your normal Catholic that abides by the Vatican, okay, all these holy edicts that come out. Yeah, the trad guys and the trad girls who think they're superior to all other Catholics, okay, yeah, these types. They're losers. None of these guys were doing anything about this fucking guy blasting his music on Palm Sunday at the procession. And, well, the question then becomes, well, why? And do you even know what this means? It means that every single guy at that parish is full of shit. They cannot defend their church, they can't defend their wives, their kids, anything like that. A fucking black guy disrespecting the entire parish on a Palm Sunday by blasting his rappy music. No one's gonna say anything. No one's gonna tell him to put his fucking radio down, turn his radio off. Or better yet, if you are one of these trad LARPers at the National Shrine of St. Alphonsus, go tell the security guard who was standing there not doing a damn thing, which is typical for, security guards at Catholic churches. They don't do a damn thing. I ran into this at my parish, at the Cathedral of the Madeleine. I had to get up and fucking get involved while the security guard was standing in the back not doing anything, okay? This was during a Holy Mass. I got interrupted by some irate homeless person. So, what are your options as a Catholic man, okay? As a weak Catholic man who can't, stand up for his faith, can't protect his family. Well, what can you do? There's a couple options, right? You tell the security guard, get off your ass, tell that guy to turn his fucking radio off. This is Palm Sunday. Have some respect for this church, the people in it, and for God. For the love of God, okay? You can do that as number one. That's low risk. Number two, confront the guy directly. You go up to him, you can be your polite little Catholic boy and tell him, hey, please, sir, please turn your fucking radio off. This is Palm Sunday, okay? Have a little respect. You tell someone to do something, in most cases, they'll do it. Because people don't get involved nowadays. Okay, well, what happens if he says fuck you? Okay, he keeps blasting his radio. Well, then you say it again. It's called the broken record technique, okay? We need you to turn your radio off, okay? And you need to do it right now. Then, what you can do, you can start to escalate. You call every single guy out in the parish. And you can call your friends, if you have friends, okay? If you know some men's names, call their name and tell them to get their ass over here to help you out. Okay? And this was easy because everyone in the church was outside on the street. So you call your boy Danny or whatever his name is. Get over here, Danny. I need you to help me to get this guy's radio turned off so that we can worship God properly without being disrespected. One guy will come over to help you, okay, because you called him over. Then another guy is going to be like, oh, Danny went, okay, I need to get involved. And then some other guy maybe is going to come, okay? Next thing you know, you got the whole parish up in this fucking guy's face. Okay, this is called, it's mob tactics here. I mean, I doubt any of those people are Italian because, Italians probably won't they won't deal with that. They know about respect, okay? Italian people. I'm not Italian, but I should be because I don't deal with fucking bullshit like that. So, yeah, you got all these guys, they're confronting the fucking guy with the radio. You call the security guard over too, you get him involved. I mean, you don't just stand there and get disrespected. You don't let your fucking women, your wives, your children get disrespected while you're at church. I mean, people want to hate on me for making this fucking video or whatever. It's like, go hate yourself for being weak. And then figure out how to become better so that way your wife knows that, well, you can actually protect the family because she locked in the sacrament of marriage so she can't go anywhere. And so it would be much more reassuring to your wife, okay, that, when push comes to shove, that you can stand on your word, you can protect her, your kids, you can protect your church. I mean, good God, the Catholic men in this fucking nation, they're absolutely pathetic. And it's not just the American nation, it is other nations too. They cannot fight. But they need to fight. Because this is the technocrusade channel, okay? This is Catholic Adventures. I'm getting into all kinds of adventures all across the world, you know, for God, for Jesus. That's what we do out here. Now, I mentioned one thing. I mentioned that there's one church in the United States that doesn't tolerate bullshit, and this is St. Joseph out of Toledo, Ohio. I went there on a transnational pilgrimage. Didn't even really plan to go there. And guess what? Okay, it's a trad church too. But the difference with this trad church, Saint Joseph, and the trad church of, well, I guess the trad community of, you know, Saint Alphonsus, is that there's actual men at Saint Joseph in Toledo. Like, I have never felt more like people were gonna kick my ass. Never been to a church where I thought there's gonna be people that are gonna kick my ass. It's like, okay, I can't fuck around here. Even though I'm literally just going to mass, you know, on a whatever, I guess it was a Sunday. I'm just going to mass and I'm talking to them afterwards, and they were just on guard for whatever reason. Probably because I was on a transnational pilgrimage, and I don't think I showered. I actually slept at a campsite the night previously. Yo, where's the nearest Latin mass? And it's like, just go to mass, okay? Like, honest to God, like, seriously. Hi, morning. I lost my train of thought here. So maybe they thought I was a homeless person. But I was actually just a poor, humble pilgrim on the pilgrim road. Big shout out to those guys. Those guys are awesome. Those guys are cool. You know, they can protect their church. They can protect their families from, you know, any type of vagrancy, any type of disruption to Holy Mass. You know, they will get it done. So, again, that is St. Joseph Catholic Church in Toledo, Ohio, of all places. And the priest there, I mean, he is incredible. He's a fighter. I have never met a priest like that. Father Mobius at St. Joseph, I mean, he is a go-getter. He's an absolute go-getter. Hopefully he puts his homilies online, because you haven't heard a homily like this before. I mean, the guy really is energetic. I mean, he's really serious, and he will confront, you know, those challenging issues. I mean, he'll talk about it. He'll be like, okay, you know, hey, this is the deal, guys. Get your shit together. I mean, he won't say shit during the homily, but, you know, you can kind of catch my flow here. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. You need to protect your church. You know, let me know down below if you made it this far. Giving a thumbs up, subscribing, you know, sharing the video with someone else. Not a lot of Catholic men are giving these kind of talks. Actually, I don't think any of them are, honestly. They're talking about, you know what all these Catholic internet people are talking about, okay? They're talking about e-girls. They're talking about fucking e-girls and, you know, just a bunch of fucking nonsense. Peace.